The program was launched in the month of November 2018, and so far, concessions have been given to oil palm companies, investors in the state. One of them is Sarum Oil Palm, FPIC Nigeria Limited, Saturn Farms Nigeria Limited, Agric Resources and Processing Nigeria Limited. Also give it to Farmfort, Agric Solutions Limited, Agric. Then the last one, okay, 6 of them actually. And these lands were given multiples of 5,000 hectares. So far, FPIC processes began in the month of June 2021. So project communities under this scheme, there's been visitation to these project communities. Community sensitization team consists of the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, PSOPP Office, and also representatives from these investors.
We believe that the best way to help farmers is that if the farmer ends up improving his yield, reducing his losses especially, he would be able to gain from it. But for now, people are taking advantage of the situation. So people are reallocating their farms because they can make money. But I can tell you, if you were to only look at the fact that things are good now, then things are okay, but there are times that the prices will come down. The best way to do it is when they are resilient to that. But added to all that was the fact that one of the key things we want to give the farmers is how to survive during uncertain times, especially with all the climate change issues that are coming up. Our objective is to buy as much as 200,000 tons of food. We have the processing capacity, but we have 2 oil mills now. Each of them is capable of processing a minimum of 300,000 tons of food a year. Okomu itself can produce close to 400,000 tons. So whatever it is, farmers can bring one. And depending on what they do, we are capable of expanding the mill further. Because the basic infrastructure is there. What they need is to improve the processing throughput to get what we want.
And sharing the specific environment and place, and sharing common concern around global facilities, services, and environment, and which may at times depart from traditional or state definition. Africa Palm Oil Initiative, the Docu platform, which we are doing now. This is the table of contents. Introduction. Under the TFA APOI, Edo State National Plan for Implementation of Responsible Trade Crop Development and Forest Management in 2025, Edo State government and other local stakeholders have committed that palm oil and forestry entities operating in Edo State shall seek free, prior, and informed consent of local communities, rights owners, and land title owners, as well as respect the traditions and customary rights of local populations within the landscape. To achieve this, the Edo State government has committed, among others, to develop FPIC compliance requirements that all entities operating in the state should comply with and implement. These documents have been prepared to support the delivery of these commitments. It sets out draft guidelines for land allocation and FPIC processes in Edo State, as well as roadmap for API platform to follow for popularizing and implementing the FPIC guidelines. Considering the participatory nature of FPIC, it is important that any requirements and processes of FPIC and land allocation be properly consulted with the rights holders and other stakeholders who will be using and affected by these, especially indigenous people and local communities. Requirements. Before granting land to an investor, Edo State government must verify that the investor has obtained a signed memorandum of agreement with the relevant communities in accordance with standards set in section 4 below and supporting the local communities in engaging with the investor. Note, this applies to both customary and state land. Even if the communities do not have formal or customary rights to land, e.g. in case of some state land, they must be consulted if they are currently occupying or using the land that will be affected by the project, and or if the community's livelihood will be affected. In a situation where communities are occupying a designated forest reserve, these communities need to be engaged and to ensure alternative land has been identified for them so their livelihoods are not jeopardized. Communities should not be queuing out for the development of the proposed project if there is no appropriate alternative for those communities.
If they come to the state, if they don't appease them, and issues will start arising, the head of the community will have accepted and say, okay, since these are investments that opportunities that to grow my community, it even open it up. We've seen instances where a company comes to a place and they open up, and that's there are instances, a lot of instances where a company comes to a place and the land is going to become expensive because the place will start to grow. But the youth in those areas might be a problem. So if you don't consider all these factors and factor them into it, you might have issues later where the situation whereby the communities will accept, which are the head now, in connivance with the local government authorities who are going to our overseers, but the major grassroots leaders who are the one in the field.
That is the reason why.
Who give the company the peace that they need to work in harmony. What will create a relation?
Usually, sending this might not work, but there's something called due diligence. Let's say, for example, you have gotten consent from like 3 communities. We are still using the scenario of 5 communities, and there are already due diligences being put in place by a company. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Towards obtaining FP from the remaining 2. I think the governor or the states can actually ascend to that seal of hope, pending the outcome of those 2 communities.
So how do we now?
Because we can have inter and intra, just like my boss said. You can actually have 2 communities saying no. You can actually have some part of a community saying yes, and some households saying no. So you can't try to say, so they are just dynamics, but due diligence have to be given. Because my fear is once this goes to the law, it becomes binding. You can't try to say it becomes binding, and there should be some soft landing for investors.
This meeting, we call them as a follow-up meeting to the meeting we fair hold sometime in May. Say if companies want to enter communities, especially big companies, sometimes the community don't even know what the company want to come to. And most communities, because they don't understand the company, they feel even want to resist them. And again, some communities feel say that they don't even know how to approach the communities. When the companies don't know how to approach communities when they want to commit, so they'll just enter anyhow. So this now the way where those states now want to make sure say before companies enter any community, they go get steps when they go follow, so that the community go understand the company and even know what they go benefit from the company, and the company too go get peace of mind, because when the community they peaceful, the investment they peaceful and secured. So we don't fair work on these documents around May. Then we can send them to Pro Forest, which when we say now UK based, so they don't go through and put all the comments the way we want them. So this meeting now to make sure say all those things when we say we want inside, they really do. That's why we call all the stakeholders. If you check today now, you'll see say people from government side, people from NGOs, even private the oil palm investors, both large estates and smallholders, and all of them come. So today now everybody they rub minds to be sure say yes, any company when they come at those states go enjoy coming, and any community when those companies they come go they happy to see such companies they come their side. So now that one make us come today.
I think it's very useful for us because it sets clear guidelines on how we can work with communities and with the government, so that we at least have some way forward, because it will reduce conflicts with communities, and we expect that we will be able to go faster when it comes to investing in oil palm in Edo State. In addition, we believe that it will help us to have a better relationship with smallholders that we intend to have as part of any project we are going to start in Edo State.
When company they come a place, sometimes the people they say they don't want, and sometimes the people go say they want. So the essence of this meeting now for communities to know their right, and for the state, wetin state go do to ensure say everybody go dey happy, and even the function of the local government the moment any company dey come to Edo State in terms of the agro-allied companies, so that they go know their role. Everybody go know a role. The community sef go know their role for a prosperous Edo State. Na one of the major things wey everybody come together to come talk today.
One word wey I fit describe this meeting be say na success. Why be success? Be say we get destination, we get so many things, and in moving it to our destination, so many things come dey disturb us on the way. We don bring those things come table, come discuss am today, and see how we go fit go around those things wey we go begin to move forward. For me, one person, the thing wey one person go fit do, if you can't be 2, you be 10. Say you will be able to run faster. Problem where I get, some people don't get them. They don't solve them. So I go hear how they take solve them. Then I don't need to start thinking, you can use that one. The area where me I don't scale to, then go hear from me. And then use that area also to solve their own problem. So now to use left to watch right, so that the hand go there clean.